Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 different strategies to get these really stubborn, mature dragon fruit cuttings. They're all sugar dragon, to get them to root. Now, believe it or not, the one on the right has been in that cup of water, filled with water, for almost 6 months. Now, it did not root, and it rotted a little bit, I should say. And I did an episode on how to get it to promote roots, and it still is being very stubborn doing this flesh to stem cut. Now this one has a successful graft that we did way back in November 11/29, yet it still has not rooted. So I'm going to try a strategy to help this thing wake up. They've been in our greenhouse for a month, and everything else has rooted or is in the process of it, and these are just still being dormant for some reason. Now this really thick sugar dragon cutting hasn't done anything. It's lazy bones. So there you go. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do now to hopefully get these to root. Okay, so as you can see here, I tipped it at a 45. So tipping a lazy dragon fruit cutting after I've already did the flesh to stem cut and had it sit in the water for 5 months. Now I'm tipping this one. I mean, it's really mature and still has plenty of energy, but tipping it should induce some growth. Seems like the more you manipulate these plants, the more they'll kind of wake up. So that's it for this one. I'm going to plant this one in potting soil and use some rooting hormone. Now this mature sugar dragon cutting is also really big, and what I'm going to do for this one, as you can see, it's quite large. What I'll do for this one is something similar. So I will also tip this one at a 45. Hopefully induce it. And then at the end where it needs to root here, I think what I'm gonna do in this case is probably just kind of score it a bit and let it callus over. So I'm just scoring it, really kind of a basic quick score. There. Just something kind of like that. Just enough to wake it up, and I think that's gonna help. So again, that should help. I don't really want to cut it into the flesh more, and hopefully it will root. So that's what I did for this really thick, mature, lazy bones cutting. All right, for my last one, since it's grafted here, I really want to save that graft, and I know that this thing just doesn't want to root. It's just lazy like the other ones. So it's very mature. I'm just going to cut off this piece and tip it. It's already been kind of tipped, so I'll just tip it here. I probably should have cleaned my shears, so I'm going to go use hydrogen peroxide on that now, because you can see I got a little dirt in it. So don't do that. Next time, clean it. Now for this tip, I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to score it a bit, because it hasn't grown for months now. So this one I'm just going to kind of score a little bit like this. And this should hopefully wake it up a bit and help it want to grow. Now I think my buddy James Burnett did something similar to this before, and I've also done this last season to help get it to root. The key is you do have to let that callus over there. Wait until that callus is over. I'm gonna go put some hydrogen peroxide on it now. I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so I really like using hydrogen peroxide. This is 3%, but I really like using it to clean when I cut a dragon fruit. Now the reason why is that it seems to help it callus quickly. I've noticed that it seems to callus faster when I use hydrogen peroxide. It will also bubble a little bit, which is good as well. So something about hydrogen peroxide, it just gets it to callus quicker. I use the famous Target brand, I believe. There you go. Sorry, plant. That's what I use. Up and Up. So to me, that's what I do every time now when I want something to callus quickly. Something about hydrogen peroxide. See it bubble? And then it will callus in about a week, or maybe less. All right, give us a like and a subscribe. Have a great day. Take care.